What's up? It's TripleARMS. How you doing? Thanks for landing on my video. Let's keep it easy. I am going to have this as my platform to start talking about what I want to talk about. And what I want to talk about today is how I live this stellar life. It's my concept of being able to learn from the world through the eyes of what I do most, which is game. I learn a lot from just being around people and from making a lot of mistakes. Oddly enough, it seems like every single thing I do has some kind of element of like game in it. Like it's like I do better at life when I look at things rationally through the eyes of a gamer. I save more money because I know how to actually appropriate my funds properly, and I can imagine what I have in my hand and stash and keep better notes and records of it. Because if you just waste your money on what you want, you don't get it. But if you look at it through the eyes of a gamer, you can see that you're only going to have so much, and you want it to last longer for the longer like events in your life, for the final boss mission. Basically, you want to be able to have enough to defeat the boss. So if you think like that, it's a lot easier to have a better life, or basically live the stellar life. So that's what I'm dealing with. I want to be able to live easier. And I find that when I take whatever I have been doing for so damn long and incorporate those values into my life, I live a better life. For a long time, I thought that being a gamer was, a bad stereotype. Shame to actually approach people like that. I had a couple of ideas of what I wanted to play, but I never really fit the mold of a gamer. I never went hard on it. Probably now is the worst time ever to start a channel doing that, or restart a channel, in my opinion. But I really want to actually have a voice, and I want to have a voice that gives back and gives more, and it just makes a better world for me and my community and my friends and my people. And I think that my unique take on life through the eyes of a gamer might help. There are plenty of gamers that make those analogies or those parables about their life and plays a game and sees something good in it. But I think if people learned how to treat people better and took the values that we learned about, I guess, a few years back, when we actually had the media give us really good, valuable lessons instead of all this trendy backwater dumb stuff. Like, I don't mean backwater as in backwater. I mean backwater as in old regurgitated memes that are all about image and fluff and materialism and garbage. Some of our most underappreciated people work the hardest, live out in the woods like I used to, and do things that are real. But I mean, you're not going to get a video about someone living in a small town cutting wood and doing something casual. You're going to get a video about a guy building a massive sword and making it shine and glisten so that way a 14-year-old kid with way too much free time and money in his pocket can dream about buying it one day. I mean, in all honesty, I want to be the guy who makes cool ass content that's funny and shit, but at this point, I think every single thing that I'm talking about and thinking about in my head is just shit that worries me. But I think I should just let it be that. Just say what is on my mind. And since I want to bring people to what I'm thinking about, I'm going to have to use the only reference point that I actually know. And it's just being a gamer. There's no real idea behind it. It's simply put, I want you to know that what I'm thinking about has value. And I think that by sharing it, I'll feel better. Maybe somebody will get a good idea out of it. But the only way I'm able to actually explain it is if I take something that is in my wheelhouse and use it as a parable to show you how it works. And hopefully that's a right way of like coming up with something that makes sense. So this is just a video explaining what I think the stellar life is. And I say the stellar life because I haven't lived a really good life up until now. I know what it takes in order to get there, but it's been hard for me to get there. I think that by me using this form of therapy to explain how I want to live and where I want to go with my life and where I think things might be better served in my community or in the gaming community at large or the world at large, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I can come up with some clever ideas. I don't have a thought behind who should do what. I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I'm just here trying to figure things out just like everybody else. But I'm very passionate about what I have in my head. It drives me insane sometimes just how much the stuff that I see in the media or in the real world, it's like we used to live in a time where there wasn't a need for a deeper meaning. We just did what we thought was just basic human right. And we didn't have to like have a preconceived notion of what somebody's thinking about before they did it. We just did what was supposed to be done, and that was it. And we had better role models. Much, much better role models. I mean, I might not have lived in those times, but I lived a long enough life to know that my genre of gaming and music and comedy had some really good values to share that I wish I could pass on. I don't know if I'll ever have children. I don't really think about that right now. I don't even know if I'll be alive in the next whatever. That sounds cryptic. But before any of that ever is a thought, I want to at least put something out there that says, you know, this gamer, he tried. He gave us some good content. If you're willing to look and share with me the opinions and ideas I have, then maybe we can make a stellar life for each other. I'm an introvert by nature, but I am smart enough to know that I can't do this by myself. So I want to make a passionate plea for you to just like share your thoughts with me. I wouldn't need them just as much as you would need them, I guess, in whatever situation that you might be going through. So if you want to see more of the ideas I shape in my head, and you feel like it's worth your time, come into my channel, watch me on Twitch. I have a Discord. I want to make a stellar life with my friends, and I hope you join me. This is TripleARMS, aka Tony. How you doing? We'll start hitting this thing pretty hard. So I'm just going to be putting things out there as raw as they come. So thank you, and stay safe, sane, and stellar, my friends.